Hi, I'm Jason Debley, and tonight's whiskey review is a blended malt, or pure malt, sometimes referred to this type of production. Blended malt being a blend of single malts, and in this case, Diageo's Johnnie Walker brand extension, namely, I always have to look at some notes to pronounce Kilila or Kulila. It's one of the ingredient single malts, followed by Craigenmore, Talisker, and Clynelish. All of those are good core single malts, and they all happen to be owned by the Diageo brand. Diageo, the company that owns the Johnnie Walker brand. Johnnie Walker Green Label is a big favorite of mine from years ago. About 15 years ago, I was crazy about it, and it stood up head to head with some single malts that of the 12 and 15 year age statement. And then it went off the market in North America, and actually Diageo discontinued it for a while, except for I think Taiwan or South Korea. There's a huge following for Green Label, and for some reason it continued to be produced and exported to that market. So it disappeared off the shelves where I live, and then it came back, and the version, or the blend and proportion of the malts had changed, and it wasn't so good. But before it went off the market, I was so crazy about it. I think I bought 10 bottles to tie me over. I thought, I don't think those 10 bottles lasted a year. And then when they reintroduced it, it was a disappointment. And now I'm seeing it back on shelves. And actually, after it was a disappointment, they changed the proportion of the malts and the blends and the wood management, and tinkered with it, and it got better. And then it disappeared, and now it reappeared this holiday season on my liquor store shelf. So I had to buy a bottle, and my friends have tried it, and I've tried it extensively, and I thought tonight we would review it. Cork stopper, 43% alcohol by volume, 15-year age statement. There is artificial color, and it is chill filtered. Okay, well, let's try. Well, I got a little box here. I wonder if I would plan my reviews better. The box is not high enough. I need a box where like the kind of the whiskey I'm featuring can be seen. I'll just hold it here. Anyway, let's try it. On the nose, I'm getting apples. Definitely a wisp of peat and smoke. Probably the contribution of the Talisker. I thought the Kilila would be also involved, but I read somewhere that maybe the Kilila being used in this blend is unpeated. But I'm picking up sweet peat, applesauce, a little bit of smoke, and kind of fruit forward. It's a pleasant nose. On the palate, honey, wild honey. Getting those apples again, caramel. It's sweet, it's friendly. On the finish, there's a bit of a transition. The finish, the lingering taste. It's a bit of kosher salt, sweet peat, a little bit of tingling ginger. A little bit of like a malt taste to it on the finish. Highly drinkable. Goes down easy. Nice little bit of smoke coming through. You know, if you smoke cigars, retrohale. If you don't know what I mean, I'm not going to explain it. Kind of where you exhale through your nose. A little bit of a tingling with this. It's good. Price point, though, is getting up there. I think I paid $100 or $110 for this bottle, so it's not cheap. And at that price point, I can buy Highland Park 12, I can buy Craigenmore 12, I think Klein Elish 12, and Talisker 10. So I can kind of buy the ingredient malts, well, the Talisker and Kalila, I'm not so sure, but obviously this says stiff single malt competition. Now this isn't a single malt, but when it's priced in single malt territory, it's going to be compared to single malts. At least I'm doing the comparison. So does it match up? It falls a little bit short of Highland Park 12 or Craigenmore or Klein Elish. Single malts have a complexity that a blended scotch generally can never achieve, and a blended malt are hard pressed to achieve. There have been exceptions, but in the past, the Green Label had achieved that, but not this time. The flavor profile has improved from a couple of years or many years ago when it had kind of gone through a change. I recommend Green Label. It's a quality product. It is a crowd pleaser, good for the novice. But if you're a serious whiskey connoisseur and you really like single malts, this will disappoint. It falls short of really some classic single malts in the same price point. That's all I got to say. I'm going to take one more sip here. It's good, highly drinkable, but it's nice for a change. But like I said, I know I'm repeating myself. I'm going to take Highland Park 12 every day over this, or Craigenmore 12 every day over this. It's just, it tastes a little bit like a blended scotch, even though there's no grain whiskey in it. And for that, I would knock it down. Like if I had to give marks on this, I'd give it like 7.5 out of 10. So thank you for tuning in. And my next review, I'm going to do a cognac that I've been seeing pop up on the shelves, a brand that I'm not familiar with, but they seem to be doing big marketing, at least in Canada. Take care, and we'll be in touch soon.